So we've had a lot of changes in the last month, and we've talked a little bit about different places that we're at. Right now, we're at home base. So where is that? Well, it's an undisclosed location right now. We are going to be sharing a lot of information and pictures, but we're going to try to avoid talking about where we're at, just to give a little bit of anonymity and make sure that we're not drawing people over to where kids are in that kind of situation. So right now we have found a piece of land that we're able to rent and just kind of have a nice area where we can explore and try a little bit of some things that we've been wanting to have in the hill country. One of the main things is just kind of being out in the country, and we're going to get to do that. We get to enjoy quite a few things in this last week, making a fire pit with just the stuff that's around, enjoying just being outside, but still having awesome things like fiber optic internet, and
which was installed today, which
really
means
awesome.
As soon as I'm done editing this video, it's gonna go up and I don't have to worry about uploading it.
I'm at like near a shard of metal. Smack my head. Okay. So, taking pictures of them.
Now, watch those two pipes. I don't know what they go. Oh, I think they're the overflow for the water.
Shoot.
No? And I'm a good wife just standing here videotaping it.
Thank you so much. Well, I know where I'm living now.
It was nice knowing ya. You want some help?
Yeah, once I get past the part that's not any help. So.
Just don't pull the RV down on top of you.
I'm trying to avoid that smack.
Is that fun?
Oh yeah, totally.
So we're starting our fairy ring. We're majorly out of breath. I'm sorry. Little rock? Just a little one, right? No, I'm thinking that other one you brought. the things that Peter hit on that I think hits home for me is that this is definitely a new adventure. This is one of the things that we knew is that we weren't happy where we were. We knew that we had ideas of what we wanted to do, and we had ideas of what we could do, and some of them seemed unattainable because of pricing, because of location, because of all those kinds of things. So it was hard for us to think, okay, well, we can't do that. We own a house in the city. We're never going to be able to get out from underneath this house. And so with us being able to minimize and downsize our life, it's opened up opportunities for us that we didn't think we were going to have before. And now that we're able to actually get out here, our property, we have about 2 acres. It's not really just ours. There's some tiny homes and stuff on it that we're sharing with neighbors, but in a great way because there's still about an acre or so between us. We can plant a garden. We can, like we're going to show in the video here, we built a fire pit. So those are things that we can't necessarily do in an RV park because they have restrictions because they've got 200 people on their property, whereas us is just a few people, and we can do those kinds of things. In doing that, we're also adding value to the property because we're cleaning it up and we're making sure that it's nice for our landlord and our neighbors. So it's definitely something where we're going to be able to make the place that we're at better and improve it and make it home, which is why we're kind of calling it home base, because we're not exactly hitting the road yet, and having a tow vehicle has been a bigger obstacle than we really thought it was going to be, but it is what it is. And we keep thinking about our biggest thing with all this is that we're not throwing money away. Mm-hmm. In 3 years, this RV is going to be ours. It's going to be paid off, and we'll own the whole thing outright, which means in the end we're going to be better off than had we been renting an apartment for 3 years at way more money than we would have if we were than we are paying for this. So we love it out here, and can't wait to share our adventures with you guys. It's going to be so much fun. Just as some of the stuff that you're seeing in the video today that we've been able to do. We've only been here 4 or 5 days, so
we're looking forward to the adventure that we're going to have now in the country.
It's turning into somewhat of a homesteading adventure, rather than just an RV travel adventure. Mm-hmm. We still hope to be able to hit the road, and unfortunately we haven't been able to yet. And even some of our plans to hit the road in February for the summit have kind of changed because of tow vehicles. So, but we'll see. It's gonna be a good adventure, and we're gonna have fun along the way. The things that have been big for me is that we're able to still do things as a family and spend time together and benefit our future. We have big term goals, but with short term turnaround. So what we're hoping is that by the end of 3 or 4 years, we're going to be able to turn around and be able to own our own land and build our own home. One of those things is a shed home. We love the idea of a shed home. I don't think I'm ever going to want to go back to a grand home, a big space home. I think minimalism is something that benefits us, and especially me, because I can be a pack rat, a major pack rat, and I have a tendency to just go overboard on something. I find something I love and I just want to do it all, and it doesn't always help when I've got all this space to fill. So when I have less space, it means I have less places to fill up.
Yes.
So so the hope is that if we continue to do the minimalism, and then also we'll be able to have a learning experiences like we found out today with some of the shed houses that, they're fabulous. They have great designs, great layout, and Peter and I were talking about the possibilities of maybe doing that on our own property someday.
And we also found out that some of these places even sell used sheds that were used as tiny houses. So there's some really neat stuff out there. When you have the opportunity to go out, it helps when you have enough money budgeted to get what you want.
Yeah.
So it's one of the reasons why we're looking at this is learning how best to stretch the dollar, but also to enjoy what you have. And that's been the big thing right now, is enjoying what we have. And it's been awesome.
Yeah. Guys, well, we're going to be opening Christmas presents tomorrow morning. And we got some of our last Amazon boxes in the mail. So we have to wrap those tonight once we get them all settled. So we are opening our Christmas presents tomorrow morning, and then we are heading 300 miles south to be able to go back and spend time with family this Christmas. So sorry we've been very MIA on our YouTube channel, but we've been going through some family issues and stresses and health issues with family members, and so we've not had much time to be able to record and edit and post, because it does take a lot of effort for us to be able to do this.
And we don't want to put out too much of that information, obviously for sick family members, that kind of stuff. So.
Yeah. So please bear with us. One of my resolutions for the new year is to take all this wonderful video that we tape and actually edit it and post it online instead of letting it just sit on my SD card. So that's the hope for next year, and we'll be definitely posting more of this Christmas. So tune in, and we love you all, and Merry Christmas.
And like, share, and subscribe.
Bye.